When Canon announced the EOS RP, I was blown away. A full-frame camera from Canon for just $12.99? Too good to be true? Maybe.
This video is brought to you by UniConvert. You can convert, download, compress, edit, and do so much more with their toolbox. Check them out at the link below this video.
Welcome back to another 5x5 review. This is where I share 5 pros, 5 cons about a hot new camera. You can be sure to check out my last 5x5 on the Panasonic S1R. But today, we're chatting about Canon's entry-level full-frame mirrorless, the EOS RP. We're gonna jump right into those pros. Right up front, let's talk about the price. The fact that you can get a new full-frame camera from Canon for $12.99 is an impressive price point for a new camera. There's nothing else that's launched at this low of a price point. For comparison, the Canon DSLR 6D Mark II that launched at $2,000. Another pro on my list, Canon's friendliness. I mean, one of the core strengths of Canon over the years has been its user friendliness. They provide a simple menu system, polished features. They're not going to add something unless it works reliably and consistently. And the EOS RP proudly continues that tradition with well thought out features like the intervalometer. The EOS RP actually offers 2 modes, video time-lapse that gives you movies and interval timer for a series of still photos. Both are quite simple but effective and one of the easiest systems I've ever used to create time-lapses. Another pro, the size. Look at this. Not only is this camera relatively affordable full frame, it's tiny and weighs just over a pound. Now, I've said this before, one of the big reasons I bought into mirrorless was because I wanted a lighter, more compact, travel-friendly system, and the EOS RP is one of the lightest and most compact full-frame mirrorlesses on the market. And despite that compact size, they have included a flippity-floppity, fully articulating touchscreen. This makes it easy to shoot at any angle, even selfie pics or vlog-style video. It's all really easy. And it's touchscreen. That's easy and will be likely the default way for many people to change settings, navigate the menu, or pick your focus point since you don't have an AF selector joystick.
Are you looking for a super simple video converter and editor? UniConverter is awesome. Stay tuned for a tour.
Now, that's all the good news. I do think you recognize, though, to get to such a low cost, sacrifices had to be made, and I'm not talking about virgins and volcanoes. First up is battery life. This small, compact camera's got no room for a big battery, and it shows. It's actually using the same battery that's used in the Rebel series, but because it's constantly powering a screen, it's SIPA rated at only 250 shots. Now, USB charging does help offset this issue, but unlike most other USB-capable cameras that I've reviewed, the EOS RP is picky and only works with higher wattage sources. Your cell phone charger or USB battery pack might not work. Now, another drawback, sensor and image quality. Canon is reusing an older sensor in the EOS RP, and while that certainly won't hold you back from making beautiful images with this camera or video, its big selling feature is that it is a full frame, and well, when I compare it with current APS-C sensors, I just don't see a significant increase in quality. And these next couple are kind of tied together. Let's talk about video features. Canon certainly cut some corners to get to this price point, and you see that in video. Yes, this camera offers 4K video recording, but it is heavily cropped, and you lose the excellent dual pixel autofocus system, falling back to the slower and less reliable contrast detect autofocus. And at 1080, there's no 24p. Honestly, this is not going to impact a large number of those who buy the EOS RP, but it feels like somewhat arbitrary exclusions, somewhat technological exclusions, and it all ends up being a bit frustrating. You see, video features and quality-wise, you can find better options in APS-C cameras for similar or even less money, and those cameras are smaller. Now let's talk about price. Yeah, you might be confused. I talked about price in the Pro list, sure, but I see this as being an issue too. I think this camera is going to sell well. People are going to look at the size, they're going to look at the price and the fact that it's full frame and be like, yay, 2 thumbs up, buy more. But you need to buy full frame lenses. Those are heavier than APS-C. They generally cost more too. I get emails from people all the time, unhappy with the size and weight of their current system. They're looking to downsize. I think this camera is going to trick some people into believing that it's going to lighten their load. And well, lens selection right now when we're talking about RF mounts, we have very few options. Those that we currently have, many of them are geared towards professionals, which means excellent quality, but they are heavy and expensive. They're not really the same market as buyers of an entry-level full-frame camera. Really, we just have the 35mm f1.8 and the 24-105 that I have on here now. Both of those pair really nicely with this body, and yes, more lenses are coming, but yes, several of those are still pro-focused. They're expensive and heavy. Now, if you already own a Canon DSLR, you probably have full-frame lenses and you can get that affordable $99 adapter. That opens up a huge world, but you do have a little bit of additional bulk and hassle from using an adapter. There's my 5x5s. I mean, overall, I think Canon EOS RP is a likable and capable camera. I just worry that some are going to be fooled into thinking that this is a full-frame camera that's going to be better than current APS-C cameras. And in many cases, image quality, video features, and ultimately size and portability, when you talk about adding most of those RF lenses, that's just not going to be the case. What other pros or cons would you add to this list? I'd love for you to add those in the comments right down below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a quick thumbs up and consider subscribing and clicking the bell to be notified of future videos, gear reviews, tips, tricks, and 5x5s. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
UniConverter. It's a fantastic and easy tool available for Mac or Windows that will allow you to convert videos to a variety of format, but there's so much more that it does. So I've got a couple of clips here. I'm going to drag these clips in. Once the clips are all loaded, you can see that you can convert them to a variety of formats and sizes with just a couple of quick clicks. Makes it very easy to take large files and to share them with friends and family. But over here under each clip, you have tools to trim, crop, and even make adjustments to the brightness, contrast, saturation. And when you apply these effects, in many cases, you can apply them to all. I don't need the audio from any of these clips, just the video. I can say apply to all, okay. And now I've suddenly silenced all audio. But what's really powerful is the trim feature. So this is a full-featured video editor in that you can shorten clips, you can cut segments out from the middle of a clip, and you can drag to shorten clips as well. I'm going to click Save. That will remain a single file, and if I wanted to, I could take all 4 files and merge them into one now. Again, a full-featured editor. And this is only part of the convert. You also have tools for downloading from popular online sites, burning, transferring to Mac or Android devices, and a toolbox filled with additional useful tools, including the fun little GIF maker. There's a link right down below this video, and as I said, this is a fantastic little program available for Mac or Windows. I hope you'll check it out, and I thank UniConverter for their support of this video.